This is Creating Grin. Join us as we play Dungeons & Dragons around ye old table, throwing dice, telling stories, creating legacies. My name is Eric, and I have the privilege of being your Dungeon Master for this exciting chapter of our tale. With me as always for your entertainment, the Crit Crew. On my left, we have...
Katie, playing Ilias Eidolon, an Airshnazi Druid who still hasn't learned from his mistakes.
I'm Runa, a tabaxi fighter, and I'm really sad that my dragon ride was cut short. But at least he lived.
He did. And I'm Bryan. I'm on Dreven, the aquatic half-elf bard, who in last episode may have, snapped a little, yelling after the druid and getting fireballed by my ally. He's gonna need... he needs to take a breather.
Okay, we have a long walk ahead of us.
And I'm Jason, playing Nox, a changeling rogue. A little singed. Probably smell like chicken. My poor little strider got burned by a friendly fireball.
Again, my apologies.
As we present to you Chapter 10, the Noon Edition, to the path to answers plus the path less traveled equals potential encounters. And we go. Completing your long rest.
Short rest.
Correct. Just checking to see if you're all paying attention. The short rest, you pick yourselves up, you gather what salvageable things that you can.
Some extra meat for,
Correct.
Although now I have all the meat that I was going to give my Shadow Drake, so
That's
I'm
correct.
set for a while.
Yep.
I don't want any spider. We'll leave that.
We'll eat spider. Lizard though might be okay.
It's basically like turkey now, right?
Right.
As Balak pulls out the map and approaches Runa, and you two will begin to give me a survival check. As
Does my hand look okay?
it looks gross.
Thanks.
It seems to be infected. The wound slightly festering.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Let me explain how this works to you.
Rub some dirt in it.
As he is going to say... Yes, it's an infection. It's gross. Your wound is festering. In layman's terms, your hit points maximum are going to reduce 1 point every 24 hours. If it drops to 0, you die. The wound can be healed magically or with medicine checks once every 24 hours. After a certain amount of checks are completed, the wound will be healed. That's statistically how it works, but he does not quote it to you that way. He quotes it to you how Balak would quote it to you. What is the result on our survival check?
So, thankfully, with the guidance from Balak, that would be a 19.
Oh, excellent. The two of you will begin to gather the direction and lead the party. Do we have a marching order set?
20 feet away from Ilias.
Yep. Okay.
Scouting from 20 feet behind everyone.
Maybe we put Ilias in the front. Sacrificial lamb.
For that. Either way.
Okay, so our marching order is set. Tell our listeners what it is. Viewers, you can see it on the tabletop, I think. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Starting off with Runa and Balak in the very front.
They'll be walking side by side.
Yep.
Watching the
Followed
map.
by Nox and Aimon.
Yep.
With Ilias trailing far behind.
I guess I'm not getting any help then on
You're a scout.
scouting.
Okay.
So this is way ahead of us.
And you rolled a 1.
No, I rolled a 17 plus 6.
Oh, excellent.
23.
Excellent. So, excuse me, once again, you are doing quite well, kind of keeping everyone apprised of things that are around. I would like 3 of you to roll me a d20 to determine if there's any change in our weather. It is slightly windy.
17. It's getting hot.
It is cooler, actually.
Okay, cool.
16.
Still a light wind, so
Light.
disadvantage on range attacks, which I'm sure we all forgot about last time, but that's okay.
Wait,
That's
light wind
Light
has
wind,
disadvantage?
I know the heavy.
Oh, that's
wind
right. That's correct. Yep, see?
In that alternate universe.
The multiverse.
See,
So it is cooler. The wind has cooled things down. And what's the final d20 roll?
We needed 3 rolls, right?
3, yes.
So it's 2.
Okay, I got a 6.
Okay, that's it. Still a little light breeze blowing. The temperature has dropped. And let's see. How many degrees?
Good, it was a little hot there for a minute.
a little. Just a little. Felt like a blast furnace for a minute.
So it's dropped down from the 70 degrees
Ahead of me.
We are nicely grouped for that.
to about 60 degrees. So it's pretty brisk. It's kind of cool when the wind blows.
This is summer weather.
For you, yes it is. So you begin the first half of your afternoon travels on foot. That's fantastic. Things are going quite well.
I just wanted to spend more time in the woods.
As your scout is actually going to hear something in the distance to alert the party.
Everyone hide until it passes.
This is the Shadow Tree.
You hear what
My
sounds
shadow drake.
Unicorn.
as if there is a beautiful bit of music filling the air. Ilias, you take a second to listen, kind of hone in those trained ears as the party travels a bit further, as you feel as if the music is drawing closer, moving towards it. The music will stop as everyone now can hear it faintly.
I'm on, it's your people.
Yes.
There is a sound of banter that is taking place. It is 35, 40 feet in front of you. I will,
What language is the banter?
it is in common. I will give Runa a chance to do something because she's in the lead. Balak is going to... We'll see what Runa does first before I determine what Balak's going to do.
I'm going
You guys
to
are stoked.
actually scramble up into a tree and hide.
Go and give me an athletics check.
16 plus things.
That's good enough. There is several trees within the 35 feet. How close are you going to get, or not?
I'm probably going to try to creep forward stealthily
Sure.
through the branches and see if I can see everyone.
Give me
Definitely
a-
have my bow out and
Give me a stealth check.
use that inspiration there. So that's not in that one. I don't want to fall out of the tree. Okay, much better. 16 plus things.
Okay, so you can move up to half speed. You can move 15 feet closer towards the sound that you had heard if you'd like. And you can do so stealthily.
Right. Do I see anything yet through the brush?
You will be able to see what looks like 3 medium-sized individuals. The details are very sparse. If you want to give me a perception check to see if you can get a better view or point out some of the details with your eyes.
Nat 20.
You are going to see that these are 3... Let me double check the... strange-looking Fey-like creatures. They're medium-sized humanoids. The players will know them as satyrs, but Runa does not know exactly what they are because you've never seen a satyr before. They all seem to be sitting on kind of a hill of grass or on a stump or something, sitting around, and they are playing various instruments. There is a satyr playing a flute of some sort. Someone has some sort of harp-like instrument, and the third and final satyr seems to be playing a lute.
Okay, probably gonna go back to the party then and tell them there are 3 creatures up there. They looked like a goat and one of you had a baby. But it's not blue. They don't have skin, blue skin.
Okay. It's interesting.
Well, they're musicians, clearly.
Pointy ears.
The music will begin to play again. As the banter has stopped, there begins to be a beautiful melody that seems to be working through the Feywood as Balak is going to shake his head and just kind of palm his forehead. He's, no, please no. It can't get no worse.
I'm gonna pull out my lute and start moving towards the music.
Oh no, that's all he's gonna do.
Are they bad?
Just bad people, Balak?
They're annoying people.
Oh, okay.
We have to go the way they are.
Okay.
But we're aware
As long as-
of the satyrs,
Sounds good.
right? Like, we are conscious. Like, I know what a satyr is.
I don't know, I gave a
Yes.
really good rendition of it.
Yeah.
You just said the 3 players wouldn't be familiar with
You,
satyrs.
as the players, I want to just state it as a satyr, and for those listening, they can get a quick,
Idea of what
it is.
That-
Let's all throw a nature check. I'm gonna say if you've got 13 or higher, you know what a satyr is. If you roll 18 or higher, you've seen one before.
That's cocked, but I'll
Roll it again.
the lower of the 9. 'Cause I don't think I would go, honestly.
Oh, okay.
23.
You've seen one before. You know what they are.
16.
You've dealt with them in the shallows. Yeah. In the garden. What do you have?
16.
You know what they are. You've never seen one before. They are a fey mythical creature to you. Okay. So Aimon just takes his instrument and walks that way. Great.
My people!
Yeah, okay.
Serious people.
Balak is going to drag his feet as if he's kind of not quite looking forward to this. You approach. As you do, what's the marching order? Who's following behind?
I'm still in the back because I've been banished. I think Ivan is leading
I'm
the
taking out the
way.
lead.
He's definitely going on.
Herna's behind.
Balak will be with Ilias.
Balak is back with me.
If
I
the
won't
fireball
have my
goes
clothes
off,
drawn, but
it
it's
puts me out of my
definitely
misery.
out,
I'm
just
fine with
in
that.
case.
I'm going to throw a cloak up over my head.
Okay. As you approach, just ahead of you, you're going to spot the 3 satyrs as described by Runa, who kind of scouted ahead. As they are playing their instruments, you will definitely see clearly Aimon, our bard. One of them is playing a pan flute, the other is playing a handheld harp, while the last is playing a lute. They appear to be having some type of contest of sorts. As they all stop once they notice you and the party approaching. Ah, an audience! Perhaps now we can find out once and for all who, amongst us, is the better musician. Please, would any of you care to join us? Especially since you're approaching with an instrument in your hand, as we say.
Well, I would absolutely love to join in. I'm sure that you wouldn't mind another skilled musician joining in.
Oh, no, the more the merrier. The rest of you can be the judge, is what he'll say. I'm sure you'll be impartial. No favoritism here at
I
all.
would like to take this
Sure.
opportunity for the first time ever, because I got a musical instrument
Oh.
thing for background of some sort.
Okay.
So I picked, since I was going for the whole northern theme, think like Mongolian, like a glower, like it's a small, shortened version, just a couple strings.
Okay.
I'm going out with my lute.
Okay. So, here's how this works. You're going to see amongst them, there seems to be a very beautiful, exquisite instrument that is laying there. As they all 3 seem to be competing for this instrument. The winner is the receiver of said instrument. It is going to be Runa, it is going to be Aimon, and the 3 satyrs. Satyr number 1, satyr number 2, satyr number 3 that will compete. It is going to be a performance check. The rest of you, being Ilias and Nox, how we're going to play this is you guys can you can make insight checks to see who you feel has the best performance. So if the 2 of you at the table would go ahead and make your performance checks, I have already predetermined and rolled the performance checks for the others. They are quite good, so perform well. Oh God, how'd that look? I got a natural 20.
I didn't get an natural 20, but I did get an 18.
18 total? That's pretty good.
No. That's what I rolled.
Oh, okay.
Plus my performance, which is plus 11 for 29.
That's pretty good.
I rolled 11.
Or sorry. My persuasion is plus 11. My performance is plus 8, so 26.
Okay.
Apologies.
It's okay.
Apologies.
You rolled an 11.
So my 11,
Yeah.
and then my 2, plus 2 to performance. You know, guys, it's been a while since I've pulled this out.
So they will each play a song to compete. The two of you can make your insight checks if you'd like to vote for who you feel is the best.
6.
You are in
Good
love.
job, Verna!
24.
Okay.
That haunting.
Your keen and astute ears have heard many of bards and musicians traveling bar to bar, even imitating musicians, if you will. You know a good musician when you hear one. There is satyr number 1 who is just about even with Imon, but Imon performs and entertains just a bit better. The next would be number 2, the second satyr, and then the third satyr would be the 4th best, and then the 5th best is Runa.
Obviously.
The performance numbers were Imon with a 26, satyr number 1 with a 22, satyr number 2 with a 20, satyr number 3 with an 18, and Runa bringing up the rear with a, was it 14, 15?
None of 13.
13, okay.
None of you have appreciation.
All right. After several minutes of this performance, Balok is literally going to look to Ilias and say, please cast Fireball.
I don't have Fireball.
Anyway,
That was a one-off.
well, it
Name,
seems that we have a winner, and the instrument will be given to Imon. Imon, if you accept this instrument,
I will graciously.
it will be a. Would you have?
I was using my lute.
It will be a lute.
Okay.
It is an exquisite lute. Let me double check to make sure I have the right thing. I have it on my nose, but
And all the satyrs, they're male, right?
correct.
I'll flip my cloak back and I'll look like the exquisite dark elf that we were staying at.
Oh, the noble one, yeah.
Yes,
Gotcha.
be like, oh, gentlemen, all the music is great, and I'll hand each of the satyrs, 5 coins apiece. Like this, I am very pleased with this type of.
Oh, they are grateful for your donation.
We seem to have lost our mounts while traveling. Do you have any ways of transportation? Transport faster through these woods.
They all look at their hooves, and they laugh.
Well, that is a trick. That is a fine trick you do have there.
Alright, it is an instrument of... It will be a lute. We're going to make it a lute. And it is a very exquisite, wondrous item. So, I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Well, congratulations on winning.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You all played magnificently.
Oh, but not as good as you, they all say in unison, like the creepy triplet thing.
Probably.
I've had the pleasure of traveling far and wide and picked up many things. It's nice to get out and about.
Well,
I'm on the cuff a little bit.
what's your name? You didn't tell us your name.
My name is Imon. Imon Dreven.
That's okay. We will remember that. Bard extraordinaire, correct?
That is correct.
Excellent. And they will begin to kind of murmur amongst themselves.
I will actually pull out 3 bloodstones.
Oh,
And I will give each of them a bloodstone.
they will accept them. Very gracious of you.
It's very much thanks on the competition. It has been a pleasure. Unfortunately, we must be continuing our way.
I'm gonna ask if they've ever had dealings with Celestina.
Celestina.
No, Celestina was correct.
Celestina.
Correct, yes. After reflecting back at my notes, it was Celestina.
Okay.
That's yeah. Celestina.
When you say the name, they do not recognize the name. We've never heard of anyone by that name.
I'll describe a human that lives near the lake.
One of them is going to say, you mean the Feywood Witch. We know of her, if that's her name, we're not sure.
She's been described as a witch.
Balak is going to be like, yes, that is the one. Oh, yes, we don't go near her grove. She's very protective. Isolated, as one of them will say. You're not perhaps traveling there, are you? That would be you not Fey creatures would... Yes, correct, suicide. That would be the word.
Probably. We'll do it.
It's okay, the mushrooms will vouch for me.
Mercifully.
Yes, we are on our way there, actually.
Satyr number 1 says, well, make sure that you leave the instrument you acquired visible so that I can retrieve it off corpse.
Will do.
Okay.
Sure.
Good luck! And they are going to pack up their instruments and they are going to make their way into the Feywood. As Balak is going to say, let us go. We've lost much time. Enjoy your prize, is what he says as he walks past you, Iman.
Mm-hmm. I will continue strumming and tuning and attuning to.
You can, and you will discover, because you're going to have enough time to walk, this is going to be the Instrument of Illusions. While playing this musical instrument, you can create harmless, illusionary visual effects within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on the instrument. If you are a bard, the radius increases to 15 feet. Sample visual effects include luminous musical notes, a spectral dancer, butterflies, gently falling snow. The magical effects have neither substance nor sound, and they are obviously illusionary. The effects end when you stop playing.
Okay.
There you go. It should be on. You should be able to add it on there.
Already got it.
Yep. So, you will continue to travel for several more hours as you approach the second half of the afternoon portion of this chapter.
Okay.
So, we need another survival check to navigate. We need another perception check for scouting.
16 on the survival check.
Adequate. That is good.
12 on the perception.
That's amazing as well. You are going to notice something in the air. As the party is traveling, getting and inching closer and closer and closer to your destination, you see something, Ilias, in the air, as stated before, that has caught your attention. It is just below the Feywood canopies. You recall, we have these large, massive sequoia-like trees that kind of plume out like 80 to 100 feet or more, kind of create this dense canopy, kind of blocking light, etc., etc. You see a very large winged creature, unfamiliar to you, unless you give me a nature check, and you can hit the number that I got written down here.
Is it Shadow?
That's what I was wondering initially.
15.
Okay, that's pretty good. It appears to be a wyvern. And not just a wyvern, but there appears to be a saddle, and a rider on the wyvern. If you want to give me a perception check, you may be able to get more details.
17 plus 8 for 6 for 23.
You notice that it appears to be a dark elf, and the colors it is brandishing appears to be part of the betrayers, or the traitors. The pattern in which the wyvern is flying seems to be some sort of observation pattern or circling pattern. Everyone else is conversating lightly, kind of keeping their focus on the ground, not the air, and have completely not noticed this. You were the only one.
I will point it out to Baylock.
Oh. He will look up, he will notice it, and then he will immediately tell everyone that we should take cover now. That's what he says. He will sprint towards a nearby tree.
Dive into the nearest bush.
Okay. Athletics. For diving.
I need to hit my head on the tree.
There's a rock here.
Stealth.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do stealth as well.
Yeah, I've just been walking and playing the lute.
I know.
The butterflies flying on me, so...
I got a 13.
Athletics is pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll dive into a large cluster of dense bushes and brush.
I'm going to kind of like moving very slowly and stealthily back up until I'm under like the cover of a bush or
Excellent.
a rock. That's
Okay. Yep.
Like I said, I've literally just been playing the lute, so I didn't hear that. So I'm just continuing to play Oblivious.
Okay.
I'm on! I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
Yeah, you look around and everyone's like, "Choom."
I want to hide!
What was your stealth, Nox?
17.
Yeah. So how do you see yourself being positioned? You're stealthing. How do you wanna stealth or hide?
If there's enough bush or something to cover, just get out of
Yeah,
sight.
absolutely. After a few moments, you've all kind of, except for Iman, at this point,
Easy go. Yeah, everybody.
the Wyvern Rider is going to circle about 2 or 3 times and then seems to almost give up. As you look up and see it, it's going to fly off. And when it flies off in the northern direction. And that is it. Yep.
We will all slowly come out of
Yes, as you all do, Bayalek is going to say, "Scouts. The betrayers now have scouts. And they're on wyverns," is what he's going to say. He doesn't seem pleased or happy. He's going to begin to say, "We must move more cautious. Keep to the shadows. Move quickly, move quietly." And he starts to kind of hunch down and take more of a Assassin's Creed-esque moving through the shadows trying to take cover. This is not good.
Fine, I'll quit playing my lute.
Really good idea.
He's going to explain that wyverns are illegal. He's going to say that they were once used many century ago, but they had, through the histories, they were basically banished or eradicated, so he thought. It's very strange to see one. This is going to be his first live wyvern that he has seen in quite some time.
I countered an egg of one at this point. What, probably 2 months?
Something like that.
He stops immediately and looks at you like, "An egg?
That was a couple eggs.
Couple. Yeah.
Refer back to their one-shots."
Couple eggs. We definitely weren't going to steal them.
No, and I definitely don't have a sending stone that goes to somebody who was trying
No?
to.
Just kind
The two of you are hearing that. You can inject any kind of party banter. Please feel free to ask questions.
Speaking of sending stones, you have a random sending stone. Yeah, I have a random sending stone.
correct.
How do I know if they're like
Together.
their sending stones?
Okay.
The sending stones look slightly different. Pretty sure there's like slight differences on the stones.
Flip phone.
No.
It says it can be. It says quirk. It's a flip stone.
That's the wrong sending stone.
Dang it.
I made that mistake. That's the AI sending stone for acquisitions. And
Yes, correct.
Oh, dang.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
I know.
What happened to the eggs?
They were
They were confiscated.
confiscated
By
by
whom?
the air guard in the Shallows.
Yeah,
way back.
and then I believe
He looks
it was-
confused.
it
It's like you're
was
speaking Greek. He doesn't understand what the shallows means or the air guard.
The Shallows is where me and Ilias hail from. A far journey. Far journey to
Literally
the west.
other side of the world.
And they have these eggs? Where do these eggs come from?
Got them off a boat.
We got them from a boat with some orcs that had... Well, some orcs had gone and taken over a boat, and these eggs happened to be on said boat.
He looks puzzled slightly, but he's like, it's like he's putting some things together in his
Here,
head.
tell you what. I'm going to pull out the setting stone and be like, yes, hi, this is Imon. We have the wyvern eggs that you were looking for. Please give us a call when you get a chance.
I was under 25 words.
Lisa's just gonna stare at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
We're going to find out where those wyvern eggs came from.
We just all talking to the sending stones. Let's
Sure.
see where everything came from.
After several minutes, there will be no reply. It's sent. You know it worked fine.
Well, they didn't respond. Back in the pocket.
Well, we should
I also love how this
go.
was a traditional message. Like,
They don't
hi,
know.
this is Ivan.
They don't know where we are. I mean, if we want to really have fun, we should go and use the sending stone you got and say, I don't know who this is, and I don't know what you want.
No,
But your friend is
we have
dead,
the change
and
guy
we're coming
who
for
can
you.
change his voice.
How
I
about
don't
you
know what
just
their voice
focus on
sounds
our
like.
current mission.
Nice to-
Instead of getting sidetracked by sending stones.
No, this is very important information. Especially about the wyvern eggs.
Yeah.
This is disconcerting. This means that they've somehow located... No. Not anymore.
Like ancient stories of wyverns. And
Yeah, I would say that you know what a wyvern
Okay.
is, yes.
So I know
Your village elder probably would have, like, educated the youth or the younglings, essentially, through the years of different things, and it would have been one of the things that we would touch base on.
Bedtime nightmare stories.
Long
This
time
is
ago.
extremely disconcerting. More disconcerting fact is that they have them, the betrayers. I fear that bad things are in the works. We must move quickly. And he's going to start moving, stealthy, quietly, as fast as he can. I'd say that you probably would need to make an athletics check to keep up with him, because he seems extremely determined and he's moving fairly well through the Fae, as he is from the Fae. I'll go ahead and roll on screen so that you viewers on YouTube can take a look. Well, he has a pretty good athletics, but it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Roll a 5.
That's good.
He's got double digits at least with his athletics
I
score.
rolled a 2, so I had a 7.
Okay.
But it wasn't a failure.
You're keeping up, but he's moving pretty quick.
You're the 16.
Yep, you're keeping up with him.
You're at 11.
9.
Okay. So the order is going to essentially be Balak, Ilias, Nox, and then you, Runa, and then probably Iamon, who's trying to figure out what he's doing
I'm up here.
as you're moving. Now, at this point, since you don't have mounts,
He's first.
you got to make an extra all the things because you're going by foot. Now, you have increased your speed. I am going to have everyone make a Constitution saving throw because he is moving at a fast pace. So let's do a con save to see if any exhaustion, because he does not stop. He's pretty relentless.
Con save was a nat 20, 28,
Okay, good.
I got a 9.
29 actually. I have a plus.
I got a 5. I already marked up.
Nox.
I got 10.
Okay, well, it looks like Ilias and Aimon have exhaustion points.
Again.
Runa is keeping up, her, and doing well.
This is flat ground. I'm used to mountains and cardio worse than this.
Right.
Water.
And you, Nox, you have succeeded as well.
I usually
It is going to reach a point where Balak is going to look and see the two of you are exhausted, and he will take a little bit of a breather so you can catch up.
I'm use some water.
this.
As we are at the midpoint of our afternoon chapter now, since you're on foot, you have moved. You now have 2, or each one of you have 1 exhaustion point, being Iamon and Ilias. Let's go ahead and make another survival check. And then let's go ahead and scout again.
Since we're next to each other now.
That's a 13
That'll help.
survival.
You'll be rolling at
Normal.
normal, because disadvantage from...
No, I'll just reroll them.
That's correct.
13 and 6 for 19.
Okay. You had 13 on survival is just what you need to hit. So you're keeping yourself in good pace and good direction. 19 spots that Wyvern Rider's kind of coming from the south, or coming from the north, heading south. It starts to circle again.
Okay.
This time it's lower. You get a good visual. I'd like everyone to have stealth checks because you were all moving stealthily. You're looking at about 12 or better.
Wait, oh, damn, disadvantage.
Yes, exhaustion disadvantage.
Yeah, still. Alright. 17.
Okay,
28.
good.
16. 17.
Okay, let's do Baylock. Okay, everyone is going to keep to the shadows, just as he said, in your travels. The Wyvern Rider is going to circle around several times. Doesn't appear to have seen anybody based off the way he's kind of circling around. What would be the order? Would any of you group together? Would you have all taken off to different, like, describe how you would have stealthed essentially at that, when Ilias had scouted and said Rider, how would everybody have scrambled? Are y'all jumping into the same cluster of bush?
Wherever Baylock is going, I'm following
with
that.
Okay, so Nox and Baylock is going to pair up.
If they're going off one side, I'll probably go off on the other side just to space us out a bit.
Okay, how far are you going to stay apart?
How wide is the path?
Pathway's about 8 to 10 feet.
I'm probably about 15,
Okay.
20 feet away.
Okay,
I'm just going closest bush.
okay,
Closest bush
Okay.
plan we're gonna serve.
okay, perfect. The rider will circle for near a minute. Does anybody do anything within a minute, or do you continue to hold?
Pray to the gods of my ancestors.
That's a religion check. Go ahead.
How high up?
He's about 80 feet, which is significantly lower than the last time Ilias spotted him.
I have a +0 to religion, but I rolled a 16, so maybe my ancestors like me anyways.
Possibly, we'll see.
At least I haven't disappointed them yet. Heavy emphasis on that yet.
I'm just gonna hold the...
Holding action, not going to do anything.
Well, that's probably a good. I'll see, like, Ilias breaks around. I'm like, oh yeah, pull my like arrow out and get ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
One of
waiting.
my necrotic arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nox, hold on. Okay. After another minute, 2 minutes total, the rider is going to do one last pass and is going to head north again.
Definitely.
Baylock is going to say, we should move quick again. This is not good.
Could you tell if it was the same wyvern?
Yes,
Rider?
yes,
Okay.
you know.
So at least there's not two wyvern riders.
But this definitely got Baylock on edge.
Alright.
He's going to continue moving in the direction as you will begin to travel towards the third and final of said afternoon.
Thank you, Mother Mountain.
Go ahead and give me another survival check. Go ahead and give me a spot or a perception for your scouting.
More because we're still not
That's correct.
There's a 16 for survival.
Okay, we are doing well on that.
17 for perception.
Okay. Okay. The wind is going to die down. The temperature warms up. As it reaches a certain point, there is going to be a very light rain that begins to fall. You are once again going to see coming from a northern direction heading toward you, the Wyvern Rider. You know what to look for, you're keeping your eye in that direction, and you are going to spot it with your scouting abilities or your spot abilities of perception. What does everyone wish to do? Do you wish to dive into a stealth to keep yourself hidden? Is there anything you guys wish to do? Baylock is becoming a little bit like we're going to have to deal with this. Potentially.
I'm all for hiding in the bushes.
Okay.
If he's still upwards 80 feet high, or is he
At
getting lower?
this point, he's going to fly a little lower. He's going to drop down to about 50 feet. Like, very visible. As if he's on a mission.
Alright. I will go ahead and going to I'm going to cast Home Person on the rider.
Okay. So when he gets within range, you let loose.
I'm going to let loose a Home Person on him. He has to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC is 16.
Okay.
Casting at second level.
And what is everyone else going to do?
I cast some guiding bolt on the wyvern.
Okay.
Stealth.
Okay.
Like a good rogue.
Maintaining hidden. And Runa?
I guess let's just kick this off.
Okay.
I'll shoot it. Well, I'm going to shoot the rider. I'm not going to shoot the wyvern. So
Okay.
I might have some secret hidden desire to ride the wyvern.
All right. So we have not enough to beat the 16, so the person is held. The wyvern will continue to move because it is a monster creature. So the person is literally held in air.
Well, they're paralyzed.
Or on the saddle. Okay.
So, huh?
Is this disadvantage?
For exhaustion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if attack rolls are.
Or is this skill? I think it's just abilities. I think if you move to the next one, losing speed, disadvantage.
On ability checks.
There you go. So no, it's not a disadvantage. Thanks for the clarification. What's your stealth check, Nox?
28.
Okay. And go ahead with your arrow to the rider. You will have advantage because he is paralyzed. He's held.
Okay, that is a 24 and a 22.
Both strikes will hit. What's the guiding bolt doing?
17 to hit.
It will hit.
D8, so 11 points of piercing damage for the first arrow, and D4 for necrotic.
Correct.
1 necrotic damage.
Okay, total 12.
Eight for guiding bolts. Next attack. Next attack is advantage.
Wait, was that just my first shot? Yeah, okay.
So this next attack is going to go ahead and take an advantage. Not that it necessarily matters.
Next one on the
Wyvern.
Wyvern, correct. Runa's still
Say
targeting.
26.
Yeah, definitely.
That is 7 plus 5 is 12 points
Okay.
of piercing damage. And 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So, we'll sum this up. How much damage was dealt on the guiding bolt?
8.
8 points total. Okay. So the wyvern takes some damage, but it seems very hardy, as if 8 was like shrugging it off. The rider is going to be down by both of those shots. Both arrows take it down. It is going to be paralyzed and slump off of said saddle and fall the 50 feet into the general vicinity of where you are. The wyvern is going to flap its wings after taking the guiding bolt and is going to attempt to fly back in the northern direction. Balak is going to attempt to fire at the wyvern. So I'm going to have him do that.
It's advantage.
That's good, because he rolled shitty. He didn't roll much better on the second one. The bolt is going to fly. He's going to miss it. Perhaps he is overwhelmed by seeing one of these creatures right in front of his face. The wyvern is going to attempt to move. Nox, do you want to do anything as you are hidden?
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. The wyvern is going to go unless the party wishes to take action against the escaping wyvern.
Do we want to kill it?
Probably, because they got back without any rider.
Alright.
So it's 50 feet up. I'm going to say it's probably 20 feet away from where the bulk of you
Can we
are.
get to 600?
I mean, you can, yeah, you've got the ability to do it
or you lose sight of it.
Right.
before it's
Until I
gone.
lose sight of it.
I'm going to cast Ice Knife
On it?
at it.
Okay.
So that's a 24 to hit.
It will hit the wyvern, as it is. Think the wyvern is literally going to dash the entire time.
17.
Okay, let me get a calculator up here so I can math these big numbers.
Well, 17 was the...
No, I know. I'm trying to math your 8 minus whatever's being dealt to it.
Sorry, I was keeping track of the number of errors I've used. And I couldn't find the 320. Shoot, I don't remember what it was.
2
4
points damage.
plus 5, so 9 points of damage. And then 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then second arrow. 18 or 12. Oh wait, I guess 18 because I don't have advantage on that. I don't think I rolled advantage on the other one, so I think we're okay.
18 will still hit it.
That is 7 points of piercing damage and 1 point of necrotic damage.
Okay. At this time, it is significantly dropped, but it's still healthy. Good.
I'm gonna do a firebolt on it.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Oh, he also has to do a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Oh, from the exploding ice knife.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna double check this real quick. Dex save. It's rolled a 19 plus numbers.
Nice.
So it's gonna explode but not take it.
I'm pretty sure 12 misses, right?
The 12 is just barely gonna miss.
What's its fly speed?
Fast.
Yeah.
So you guys have taken your turn and it's now going to double its basically dashing. So it moved from 20 feet from where you were, and now is at 180 feet.
Okay, so I will be at disadvantage then, because I'm into the long range.
Yep.
But you have sharpshooter.
I don't have sharpshooter.
Oh.
I took the ability increase and made my dex a 20.
There you go. So you're free to continue attacking it because it is a creature. It is flying away. It is trying to escape. Roll a 1.
No, it got stuck.
Oh, okay.
19.
19 will hit it.
And
Difficulty.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Difficulty is also going to increase.
21.
Yep. Hit.
Going to use my piercer feat to reroll 1 into a 6, so that's 10 more points of damage.
Okay.
And 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Still flying.
Okay.
Nobody else taking anything on it?
I got nothing I can do. It's
Just making
too
sure.
far away from me.
So it goes from 180, add an additional 160 on it. So what's that?
So 240.
There you go. 340.
Sorry.
Correct.
I think I'll get like 2 more
Okay.
shots in
Go ahead.
to the 600. So,
Okay.
So 4 more total shots.
Go ahead and make those 4 shots. We'll save the
Right. The
frustrating math.
with disadvantage.
Yep.
So that was a 24 on the first one.
It will hit.
Second one, well, I guess I'll roll damage, so I don't waste arrows if I don't have to. 8 plus 5 plus 4.
That's 17.
That is going to hit.
That was damage. 17
Oh,
damage.
thank you.
A 14 hit.
It will not at this range. With the everything going on.
Does a 19 hit.
It will.
2 plus 5 plus 7.
2 plus 5 plus 7? 14.
Okay. 14 more.
Oh, it's looking rough.
13 won't hit for my last shot, so
Nope.
it doesn't matter.
All arrows shot beyond are gone. So if you're out of your
17.
to hit it,
Yes.
no, that's gonna miss the last one. Anything that you shot at long range is gonna the arrows just comes gone.
I'm probably not gonna like fish out.
I didn't figure you would, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, it is going to escape. It is wounded. You can tell by its flight pattern and the way it was going. You did a significant amount of damage, but it is able to get out of your range and visual. During this time, Balak is going to move over to the rider. The rider is dead. The rider has gear and equipment suited to keep itself on the wyvern. It is a wyvern rider's outfit. It has like a belt that you can latch onto the harness, or like a hook you can clip on to like a ring on the harness. It has leather armors, all the color scheming matching with the betrayers.
Yeah, I want to take all that.
To ride
reason,
one?
Just shoving it in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Balak looks confused, like, okay, whatever. I don't understand you, cat person, but okay.
She likes leather. It's okay.
To each their own.
Meow.
So at this point, I think this is the last section of our afternoon travels. We're now going into the evening travels, so let's roll to see what happens in said evening. I will, unless there's anything you want to do or discuss, Balak is going to be like, it's dead. I will report this back to the Queen. This is deeply concerning. We should move.
Yes.
Okay, map people, survival check, scout people, do your thing. The rest of you can contribute however you feel you want to contribute.
24 for survival.
Excellent.
14.
Everything looks clear. Skies and the forest canopy. 24 is really good. I'm going to say you're going to make up some lost time. As you've kind of found a shortcut using the map. And I'm going to say you're going to make up an hour's worth of lost time.
Nice.
Okay, that is the first half of the afternoon. Or evening, sorry, not noonish. So it is time for the second portion, as there is no activity or encounter.
I'm gonna pull out the loot again and just start.
Don't
coming.
do it, is what Balak is going to say.
Still stomach.
I will shove that loot where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not talking about the forest.
One strums and put it away.
Doing. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It was gonna be a good one.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
What do we have our survival at?
Oh, one more survival?
Yep, we got two more actually. This 2 more
What's
to
in that
potentially
one?
make
Okay.
your.
I held the map upside down again, but then Balak corrected it and...
This here, look. In goes up. That's what it say.
Are you sure?
Positive, trust me. We've done this before.
So 20. We'll see. Corrected my map.
Good.
16.
Okay, everything is good up to this point.
And 26 for the last one. Or,
Excellent.
sorry, not 26.
Oh,
24.
For the third one. Okay.
22. I lied.
That
16
is-
plus 6 is 22.
I'm rolling it stuck like this.
Alright, fine. I'll get you a bigger dice tray. Just telling you. Huge aggressive rolling.
Oh, that's a nat 26 then.
Okay. Excellent. The scout's going to notice something. The rest of you are keeping eyes peeled to the air, as well as the other forest. You're going to be the first to spot that as you are nearing the end of your journey to Celestina's Grove, you begin noticing that the Feywood has become denser, or grown denser, and more treacherous to navigate from outside the path in which you're traveling on. Things look a little bit more sketchy, sharp, dangerous, I guess you might say. The light on the bioluminescent flora and fauna seems a bit dimmer than the others you have passed a way back. The grass and dirt paths seem to suddenly change over into a heavily grown cobble path. There seems to be a slight fog that begins to peak on this path from the overgrown dense Feywood that you are now entering into or traversing. In the distance, you, being Ilias, the scout, notice a medium-sized humanoid in the center of the path slowly approaching.
Guys.
As he says, guys, everyone looks and can see the same thing. At this point, night has begun to take its hold. So it is becoming darker. Those of you with dark vision, congratulations. Those of you without dark vision are now in the struggle to see. Keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure Nox is the only one without dark vision.
And the dark.
Yes,
Do not have that.
and Ilias, yeah, there you go.
We have dim light because of what faint.
It is, but the bioluminescence is getting to the point of not even providing dim light. Yep. And it's like all of a sudden you got to this point and everything went like it's being drawn or pulled darker or dimmer. Ugh.
Hey, Bard.
Balak,
There.
Balak is going to say, it's the old elven graveyard. We should definitely be cautious.
Oh,
What
so
about
that
the person?
that
though?
thing isn't that's not our...
He's going to look, and this is where we're going to end this chapter of our tale. Stay tuned for the following chapter where we resolve what is in the middle of the road, the medium-sized creature, amidst the fog, and now what Balak has revealed to be the elven graveyard.
Yep.
Tune in every Friday for new episodes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, do all the things. Help support this podcast. Help us grow. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.